What are the different types of living expenses grants? Living expenses grants are monetary awards issued by the government or private sources. Each type of grant may have different requirements in order to be awarded, but they all represent a great opportunity to save money and make up any disparities in income, since grants do not need to be paid back. Living expenses grants for college students are some of the most common. These are typically need-based and may be issued each year that the student is enrolled full-time. However, there are a number of other grants for living expenses available, such as for individuals conducting research or writing a book, for example. These grants can help to cover the gap in income that often occurs when a large project is undertaken. Government grants are available for students typically with just a simple application in which income and tax information is provided. The amount of the grant will vary based on the grant ceiling that is already established, as well as the need of the individual applying. Many students find that the living expenses grants are not enough to cover all expenses, however, and will also need to look for scholarships or loans to cover the remaining living expenses. Other types of living expenses grants come from private sources. These may include corporations, nonprofits, or foundations set up to assist individuals with costs of living. Some wealthy individuals will even offer a certain amount of money to applicants in grants each year. Many of these can be found by searching online or visiting a local library where grant databases are often found. Some of these grants are very specific. For instance, they might just be offered to divorced women over a certain age who want to go back to school to pursue a career as a nurse. This can make them difficult to find, but it does help to ensure that they serve their intended purpose. Applying for these types of private living expenses grants will require grant writing. This means providing all the information requested in typically a written essay demonstrating why the individual deserves the grant. The application for the living expenses grants may then be read by a review board to determine who will receive it. These grants are sometimes based on need, but typically they are based solely on the information provided in the application. For an individual looking to go back to school or to pursue a specific project that may benefit others in some way, a living expenses grant can be an ideal option to make that happen.